The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And now a chance to meet the Mets. H, what do these guys need to do to get a win in this one?
I think the key to this game is you got to string hits together. They've got a nice lineup, and if they can continue to put the pressure on one guy to the next guy, just keep adding on the hits, they're going to score some runs.
And a swing by Reyes as this is hit on the ground out to second. Throw on to first will take care of Reyes, and that's how we get things started.
Batting second here tonight.
Here's Neil Walker. His past history with Hyunjin Ryu, 2 for 11. Into the windup and the pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. Swing and a miss as Walker's in a hole here. No balls and 2 strikes. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Well, Matt, Woody usually calls a pretty nice game back there, although consistency has been an issue brought up with him in the past. We'll see if it comes into play.
1 out, nobody on. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Yoenis Cespedes.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
I'm looking forward to this at bat right here, Matt. 2 outs, bases empty, and you got the power guy at the plate. He's going to let it fly. He must. I guarantee you he will.
Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Ryu now on 2-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. On the move is Puig. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, there's not a lot of guys that can swing the bat like Jock Peterson. He's having a good series against these guys so far. He's been a huge factor, particularly driving in runs. He's already driven in 5 in this series so far. So clutch situations with guys on base, this is the guy to watch.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Drilled to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
Well, they're having a good night so far. The pitcher threw a scoreless top of the first, and now he leads off with the single. This is the recipe you want.
Harvey over to first, and a dive, but he's back. In now is Yasiel Puig as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Career numbers against Matt Harvey, 7 for 12. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. A dive, but he's back. Nobody out, runner on first. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
Now a fastball. Oh, look below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's 1 gone. Here's Corey Seager. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. 0-1 count and the pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. There to play it is Walker, and there are 2 gone now. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the American League Championship Series, as they've got a good matchup going on over there as well. At the plate, Justin Turner. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And he'll get back in safely. From the belt, the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Squared that one up just a little late. The set and the 1-1 pitch. And a changeup runs in on him, and he's got a duck out of the way.
And that ball's not intentional. That was not even a fastball. Relax, relax now, people. I know we get excited when the ball's up and in.
And it's grounded foul. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Conforto sprinting after it, and that ends the inning. Dodgers leave 1. Still no score. Evan Gaddis now standing in. His past history with Hyunjin Ryu. He's gone two. Two for 8. Into the windup and the pitch. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. It's a solo home run for Evan Gaddis. His first homer here in the series, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone, over the heart of the plate, this guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker.
Batting fifth.
Here's Chris Davis now.
Chris Davis.
As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Matt, I can't get past the last at bat. I mean, to drive in a run and get you on the board first, that is huge. Now the rest of the lineup can relax and swing the bat.
Now a check swing. The appeal down to Earl Hendricks at third. No swing. It's ball 1. 1-2. Here it comes. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera.
Six, shortstop, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Over for a look here is Puig, but this is into the seats, a foul ball.
Oh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
That's a strong hitter right there. Slider in on his hands, and he still is able to muscle it out far enough for a base hit.
Conforto.
Into the box, Michael Conforto, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Forsythe over to Gonzalez, and they get the double play they needed to get him out of the inning. Digging in, Adrian Gonzalez. He'll begin things here against Matt Harvey.
Adrian.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. 2 strikes now from Harvey. That misses. 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Adrian Gonzalez becomes the first out here in the bottom of the second. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
In there, strike two. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
I like how he wasted that pitch. It was close enough to tempt the hitter to swing, but now you got him thinking, will he come back with another fastball? You got him set up. Off speed, hard pitch, anything now.
Pulling it in out there is Cespedes, and there are two gone now.
Batting seventh.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Career numbers against Matt Harvey, 2 for 10. He also has 1 home run. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score.
Center fielder
Here's
number
Juan
12.
Lagares. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Play 11, 1-1.
Here it comes on 1-1. Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. Ready for another chance? Jose Reyes. 0 for 1 here in the early going. From the belt, kicks and deals. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Neil
Digging in to try it again, Neil Walker. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. 2 outs here with a runner at third. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And 1-2.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. Mets strand 1, but they're on top 1-0.
leading off for the Dodgers. Second baseman,
Logan Forsythe is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Down the first baseline, and Davis will just watch this go by. It's a fair ball.
Well, that's what you want. The guy in front of the pitcher leads off the inning with a hit. Now it's time to play some baseball. Are you going to bunt him over? You got to hit and run? You got to steal? What are you going to do? It gets fun now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here to Cabrera for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Coming to the plate now, Andrew Toles. He singled his last time up. And here's a ball hit in the air. Here comes Cespedes. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Well, there's another single. Now they're first and second, one out. You better get this guy early, though. That's what the good ones do. They settle in. You better take advantage while you have him in trouble.
Into the box now, Yasiel Puig. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. First time up, he went down looking. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. To second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. One left for LA. They trail this one 1-0. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Well, they have been really aggressive swinging early in the count, early in this game, and that's twofold. You're either not going to get a high pitch count from the pitcher, which could go against you, or you're going to knock him out. We're coming right after you and being aggressive. Right now, I think they're just being aggressive.
And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third with a strikeout, and there's one away.
Now batting, catcher.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Evan Gattis. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses for ball one. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. High in the air out to center field. Peterson has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
The first base
Digging in for his second at-bat, Chris Davis comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Set to deliver the 0-1. Grounded sharply, but right at that loaded side of the infield. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. Matt Vasgersian back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac as the 2016 National League Rookie of the Year Corey Seager settles in to start things out. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Justin Turner. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Lays off 1-0.
That's that controversial pitch right there. It's in the zone, should be called a strike by the book, but it's not a strike in baseball, not in the big leagues anyway.
And he takes a called strike one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away. Now at the plate, Adrian Gonzalez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Too high, 1-0.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly by Walker. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers down in order. It remains 1-0. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Asdrubal Cabrera.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a miss and a ball down.
Here we are in the middle innings, Matt, and he's over 80% first pitch strikes on hitters. You wonder why he's dominating right now. That's a great ratio, getting ahead and getting them out.
Popped in the air back behind short. And this is taken in for out number 1.
Up next for the Mets.
Striding in once again, Michael Conforto. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Hit high but foul as that'll get in amongst the fans.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Here's Juan Lagares, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Well, there's no doubt what he was thinking on those first 2 swings. Big power swings. Now he's got to dial it back a little bit and try to put that ball in play.
Throws it on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Mets.
Leading off for the Dodgers.
First offering on its way.
Jock Peterson.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Good break to that thing, and it's 1-2.
That's so difficult to hit. Hard fastball and a nasty curveball. You just have to sit on one or the other and hope he throws the one you're looking for.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Jock Peterson is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Yasmani Grandal will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
He's really throwing the ball well in this game, and the thing to me that stands out is that 2-seamer. He's got great movement, and he's keeping hitters off balance with it.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
For Walker now at second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, Logan Forsythe. He reached on a single in his first try. Grounded back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Well, that first pitch single right there is something we haven't seen much this game. Maybe they'll be more aggressive now, jumping first pitch instead of finding themselves in the hole. A lot of the at-bats we've seen in this game so far.
Hyunjin Ryu is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Hit on the ground out to short. Cabrera's up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Dodgers lead. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Harvey. Opportunity to bat for himself with his guys up a run here in the 6th. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Here it comes, 1-0. A cold strike on the inside corner. And, Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Ready once again, Jose Reyes. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Into the windup and the pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
Back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Matt, that's a big base hit. I want to see now, can he get guys out from the stretch? He retired a lot of guys in a row out of that windup. Now he's in the stretch. Let's see if they can get to him out of the stretch.
Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. Here's Neil Walker. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Hit hard toward the right side. The tag will get him coming back to first. It's a double play. Digging in and looking for more, Andrew Pose. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. In there at the letters, 1 and 2 now.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Well, he's been throwing the ball pretty well so far, but right here, 3.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
Well, you really can't blame the man on the mound. He single-handedly kept them in this thing. But with one swing of the bat, we're all knotted up. Things are officially interesting, and we're in for a good finish in this one.
And now is Yasiel Puig. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. Changeup, called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away. Here's Corey Seager. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land foul just shy of the wall. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Conforto looking up, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
And with Adrian Gonzalez just around the corner, we'll see a lefty getting loose in the bullpen now. In now, Justin Turner, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out. And there's a pitch Gonzalez takes, and we're back even at 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
The 2-2 one more time. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Peterson has a read on it. 1 out. Evan Gattis now standing in. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Takes this the other way to right. Puig is right there as he takes it for the 2nd out. Here's Chris Davis now. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
He swung so hard, I don't know how he stayed on his feet or kept his helmet on. I'm surprised he didn't fall down. He swung so hard. What a big swing.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Digging in to try it again, Jock Peterson. And get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Peterson.
And he'll step off and try again. Josh Edgen gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Josh Edgen.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Ball's count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Here's the catcher, Monty Grandal. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Liner toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far.
That ball's hit pretty good. I like the single, but man, the only reason we're talking about a single is how the defense really executed. They played deep, no doubles. They didn't want a ball in the gap. They were able to cut it off and hold him to a single.
Hit out towards second. Gloved by Walker. To Cabrera for one. On to Davis at first. It's a double play, and the side is retired. Ready for another chance? Asdrubal Cabrera. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. But right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Michael Conforto. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Hit hard on the ground to third. Turner has it on to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs.
And that was a no doubles defense in action right there, and it paid off big time. That ball was scorched, but the third baseman was guarding the line more than usual to prevent an extra base hit. And it ended up being pretty much right at him. That's good stuff.
Sergio Romo will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Chase Utley will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Standing in now, Juan Lagares. Puig's got a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the Mets. They still... In is the second baseman, Chase Utley. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Here it comes, 1-0. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. 1-1, here it is. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Under it now is Davis to put it away for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder.
And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. Now the pitch. Hard hit toward the hole. Right there is Reyes. On to first, and there are 2 down.
The right fielder, number 66.
Standing in, Yasiel Puig. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Fastball in there for a called strike. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. Ripped down the first base line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers as they're unable. Welcome back to our MLB Network broadcast. Great look there at the skylines of Los Angeles and Hollywood. Kenley Jansen takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Lucas Duda will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Career matchup numbers against Kenley Jansen, 1 for 6. Now here's the pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. But Utley is in the right place at the right time. There's 1 gone.
Number 7,
Digging in once again, Jose Reyes. Last time through was a base hit. Back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. Here's Neil Walker, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. Throw goes to first here, so it works just as they drew it up. And now the possible tying run is in scoring position at second.
Left fielder number 52.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And they will put the tag on him. They got him. And with that, the ball game is over.
Wow, you don't see a closer finish better than that very often. Only needed 4 pitches to slam the door in the face and salt this game away for his guys.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our